A baseball field's a simple place. A diamond, home plate, 3 bases, and a pitcher's mound. And like most places in America, it's where the hard work of a few is enjoyed by many. I'm on the road to find the people who make every game possible with a day's work. Every time I'm in Chicago, I'm reminded of my career. I played in Old Comiskey more times than I can count. Then the White Sox moved to U.S. Celluar, a different name, different seats, different grass. But even when you make the move into your new home, your family stays the same.
Wade, it's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
You know what, I've got to tell you something, that you're the only visiting player that I took a little extra care in.
I had a foot problem and I couldn't wear metal spikes. I couldn't dig in a hole.
Sure, right.
So I come to you the next day and I said, Roger, could you do me a little favor? And you don't tell anybody.
Yeah, right.
I'll make it a little bit softer on the left side. I'm with Roger Bossard, the sod father, a man born into a legacy of groundskeepers. He has a Major League Baseball field as a birthright. The grass at U.S. Celluar Field is a business, a family business.
There are 6 of us. We have over 230 years in Major League Baseball. Grandpa was the head groundkeeper in Cleveland in 1930. Dad came here in 1940 at 23, the youngest groundkeeper in the history of baseball. You have to remember that I've got Grandpa, my dad, and 2 uncles were all there for Christmas. And when I'm 9 years old, all I'm hearing about is dirt and grass. I knew what I was going to do when I was 9. I actually feel that I'm the luckiest person in the world. I'm actually doing what I want to do all this time.
Believe me, in baseball, you don't get the home field advantage by accident.
You know, there's myself and 3 guys out on the field, which is a very small crew, but it's the way I've been raised.
Right.
But I have 2 mowers. I have one for the outfield and one for the infield. Last year, I had 10 different height adjustments on the infield. It all depends on who we play. A little trick of the trade, so I have 2 mowers.
So you do let the grass grow a little bit longer when...
I've seen that happen once or twice. All groundkeepers have their little things they want to do to the field. You keep it, you don't go too crazy, but here in Chicago with the heat and humidity, I'm always worried about disease, so I'll mow every day. That's so the clippings are just a little bit so I don't get a lot of thatch and become more disease prone.
Roger, I don't think I was this nervous when I played.
I don't think I was this nervous when you did play. My concern is, you see the line, the straight line?
I'll try to keep it on the straight and narrow.
Okay, that's it. Okay. That's all I ask.
Here we go.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Stay straight.
I'm staying straight. Oh, man.
You're mowing one direction, it takes the plant and it bends the blade over this way.
Right.
When you come in the opposite direction, it takes the blade and it bends it this way. That gives it the cosmetic look of a striping effect.
In this line of work, the elements are always a factor. There we go.
Right there. Okay.
Here we go. Your instincts can be the difference between a field that is game ready or a swamp. Even though Comiskey is in the past, some things have carried over to U.S. Celluar.
When we moved, I took the dirt from Old Comiskey here. That's how important it was to me. And in the first year, a woman, sounded like she was maybe in her 50s, had called me and said, I just want to find out, is it true? I read in the paper, you brought the clay from Old Comiskey over here. And I said, yes, that's true. She said, she started crying and I didn't understand it. And I said, what's wrong? She said, years ago, your father allowed us to put my father's ashes there. And I still know where he's at.
Oh my goodness.
That's one of my highlights in life.
Now that you brought the dirt from the old place, you're still standing where Ty Cobb stood,
no question.
where Ted Williams stood,
yep.
where Babe Ruth stood.
You're absolutely correct.
And that is, the stadium's new, but the legacy of the past is still at home plate. For Roger, when your job is a reflection of your family legacy, you have to put in more than just a day's work. You have to live it.